Hello, everybody. Welcome. So great to see you today. You know, time is moving on ever so quickly. And if you knew that you were going to be dying soon, would you change some things in your life? Perhaps reprioritize some things that you know that it's just the necessary changes that needs to happen eventually? Well, let's make it a little bit more urgently, let's say, to make some necessary changes that needs to happen so we can live this abundant life that Jesus came to give to each and every one of us. I know some of us, we are just creatures of habits, and we are like to stay so comfortable and cozy into our certain lifestyle that we are living perhaps right now. Or some of us may not even like the stage we are in. We may feel stuck, and it's just very hard and difficult to just move forward in our lives. And we feel that, man, is this what life is all about? And only when we go through the many different seasons and changes and experiences in our life can we live it fully, abundantly, in joy and in peace, the way God designed for each and every one of us to live out. And I like to share with you a quote by Alan Watts, and he says, "The only way to make sense of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." So embrace change, be open to new experiences, take risks, and adapt. And again, if you knew that you were going to be dying soon, how would you go about being brave enough to make the necessary changes and to perhaps reprioritize your life the way that you want to? Only you hold the pen to write out the stories and the chapters in your life. I know some of us may have past regrets, past shames, past unforgiveness, and so many things, but let us not live there, living in the past and feeling stuck. I know that when I go to the swimming pool and when I take my walks, I like to climb up and down the stairs by the clubhouse and by the pool, and I love all the trees that surround it there. Every time I enter the gate, I notice that they had in the clubhouse a birthday party, and there was a balloon, I guess, everywhere, and one was stuck on the tree, on the branch, way high up. And I thought, oh wow, look at that. From yonder, I can see that balloon and the string dangling off the branches. And I thought, well, it'll eventually come off, that balloon. But every time I would go there day in and day out to take my walks and climb up and down the stairs or go to the pool and just enjoy the scenery, it would pretty much bother me all the time because I'm that person. If I see a lint on your black shirt, a white lint, I want to pick it off. So I'm always kind of a little bothered and a little disturbed by seeing that balloon hanging and the tree branch and the string just hanging and dangling and moving during the wind. And so I would think, wow, when is that balloon going to get off? But it was literally stuck there. And I thought, okay, winter season with the rain and the wind and the storm, that balloon will eventually come off. For sure, I know it will. Well, day in and day out through the storms in life, that balloon was stuck onto the branch of that tree. And years literally went by. I would say probably around 3 years that this gardener finally literally had to saw out that branch from that tree and along with it out the balloon. It would just came out with it. So finally, when I go to the pool now, I can see this beautiful view of the many bountiful trees in the pool area and no dangling string from the balloon hanging on that tree branch that was just pretty annoying. Are you one to like hang on to dear life on the branches of whatever that might be that is just so hard for you to let go of? Even through their challenges in life and the struggles and the highs and lows, you just hold on to your comfort zone, whatever it may be, or your victim mentality, or maybe just making so many excuses, or just really scared of making any kind of change. You just want to hold on to dear life. The branch and the seasons come and go and the years. How much longer are you going to hold on to your past, for the mistakes you've gone through? Hold on to any kind of resentment or unforgiveness of the person who's hurt you numerous times. You just can't seem to let it go. You just hold on, just like that balloon I see holding on to that branch, unraveling the string that was dangling through the wind. It just raveled onto the branch. The dear life, it didn't want to leave that branch from that tree. Some of us can be like that. It's just so difficult to perhaps surrender, to let go of what we are in comfort. But I challenge you in this video to make some necessary changes today. Do it scared. It'll actually mean more if you do it scared. And knowing as believers, as children of God, His Spirit that lives inside of us is so powerful that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That finally, just like the balloon hanging on, it would have literally stayed there, who knows for how much longer, for many more years to come, if the gardener did not finally prune off the branches from that big, humongous tree that was in my pool. I even attempted myself to get that long stick that you clean the pool with, just so I can climb up to the top of the stairs and lean over and try to get that balloon, but I just couldn't reach it. It was farther than what I expected. And again, it stayed there for over 3 years through thick and thin. But again, life goes on. And if you need to make some necessary changes, knowing that if someone was to tell you, what if you knew you were going to be dying soon? What are the necessary changes you need to make today? Whether it's your mindset change, your heart change, or physical change, or financial changes, or health, whatever it may be. Let us not be afraid, but move forward in our life because it will go on. And let us choose to spend the rest of our life creating the life that we design it to be, the way we want to, in peace, freedom, and in joy. And I know that some of us may be scared and, we might be lost and we might feel so chaotic in our mind and worried and full of anxieties. But just like how the Israelites, God provided manna each and every day. He provided food for them, what they needed for that day. So let us trust also in God, knowing that He will provide for you as well, each and every day. And try not to use up our energy and our mind worrying about our tomorrows or thinking about our past, but again, just enjoy this present moment today. I've been living at my house now for 31 years, and I've had 3 big trees where our neighborhood is surrounded by pine trees and a lot of nature. I just love where I live. And they had to cut down recently 3 trees literally in front of our house and 2 of them right on the side of my house. Why? It's because there are 3 different reasons. One, it was one tree in front of our house. It was slanted, the tree trunk going outward, and the branches was just bent where, if there were big trucks coming by in front of our house, passing by, that tree trunk would have blocked the high big trucks and they can't pass it. So literally they cut down the tree all the way down there's not even a stump there. It's just, they just disintegrated it, the tree trunk. And then the other tree next to my house, it was just poisonous. It was diseased. It was dead, and it was there for like 20 years. And I remember in our patio, all that tree leaves, it would just fall down and make a mess, a total mess on my patio. Every time I go out to clean the leaves from the patio, the next day, sure enough, inevitably the leaves will fall and it will make a mess. So I was pretty happy when they finally cut off that tree, because from all the insects, it was just a diseased tree. It was just over and done. And then recently, a couple of months ago, they cut off another tree, humongous, gigantic tree. It was taller than all the other pine trees, and it was top heavy. And this pine tree, what happened was that it was standing like this, but then later the top was so heavy, it started to tilt it over. And the top, all the branches and leaves, it was heavy that it was going on to my roof and my next door neighbor's roof. So it was dangerous, you know? So they literally had to cut off those trees. So now my patio has a lot of space, which I'm so happy about. And now I just, it has a lot cleared up the space. So I replaced it with beautiful plants and flowers. I'm a rookie with plants, but I put beautiful azaleas and star jasmine and bougainvilleas and all these other plants just to make it beautiful. Now I enjoy it. It's like an enchanted garden for me. But the space is now cleared off from the diseased trees, the dangerous tree, and the other tree that was blocking the big trucks from coming by. It created space. So maybe I like to use it as a metaphor with us as humans. Maybe it is time for us, for you, to create more space in your life. Maybe your environment has been bad, toxic, there has been blockage, or things has just been dead and poisonous, or things has been a threat that could damage your health or your house or your finances, or there can be things that may be blocking the road from other cars to come by. All those 3 trees need to be cut down. It was timely, it was necessary. Maybe it can be a thought-provoking idea for you that something needs to be cut off in your life. Again, let it go. Let us have the surrendering spirit, because life will go on, but how do you choose to use the rest of your life? Reprioritize it. If somebody was to tell you again, you are to die soon for whatever reason, what kind of actions are you going to take today? Do it scared. Again, some of us may be afraid of changes, but God and life is all about changes. When we experience the beauty of life, yes, the highs and the lows, and you may feel like, oh no, it's too late for me. I made too many mistakes in the past. I did wrong to too many people. My morals and my values, sometimes it was good and sometimes it was bad. Did you know that God can use people like you, all of us, that's been through bad experiences in our past, whatever they may be?